The sun, ever so constant and steady, holds within itself mysteries that have traveled through the cosmos for eons. As it rises each morning, so too does the universe's heartbeat, soft and steady, caressing the earth with its warmth. There is something comforting about knowing that each day we are wrapped in the embrace of this star, which carries not just light, but history and life. The sun is not just a ball of fire. It is the cradle of our existence, sustaining every rhythm of life on this gentle spinning world. In the stillness of night, when the world grows quiet and the stars begin to whisper their stories, the sun is still there, hidden from our sight, but never fading. It is 93 million miles away, and yet it touches us, feels like it is a part of us. Its warmth does not only fill the air, it caresses the skin, inviting us to look up, to remember. If we could see it for what it truly is, a giant ball of glowing hydrogen, we might feel the enormity of it. Yet somehow, it seems just right, as if it were placed there to care for us. Its gravity binds the planets in its embrace, and for billions of years, it has been a silent guardian, a constant that has never wavered. As the sun's light travels to reach us, it takes a mere 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Just imagine, in that brief moment, the light of the sun crosses the vastness of space, cutting through darkness, bringing the first signs of day. And yet, the sun's light began its journey so many years ago, when it was first born from the dust and gas of the cosmos, a process that took millions of years to reach its current form. This vast distance is a reminder of how immense the universe is, how small we are in the grand scheme of it, and yet, we are here, bathed in this light, nourished by it. The sun is much more than it seems. It has been a source of wonder and inspiration for countless civilizations. Ancient peoples saw in it the power of gods and the essence of life itself. To them, it was a reminder that all things come from the same source and return to it in time. It rises each morning, a constant reminder of the cyclical nature of existence. In the light of day, the sun reflects the world's hidden mysteries, and when it sets, it carries with it the weight of everything it has touched, leaving us with the promise of a new dawn. At its core, the sun is a furnace, constantly fusing hydrogen atoms to create helium, a process that has been ongoing for over 6 billion years. Within this incredible process, the sun releases more energy every second than humans have ever consumed in all of history. And yet, it is a silent and calm energy, a gentle pulse that never stops, never wavers, but simply continues. It burns with a strength that is impossible to fathom, yet we are safe here, beneath its touch, shielded by the atmosphere, protected from its harsher rays. It is said that the sun is middle-aged. About halfway through its journey, the sun still has another 5 billion years of shining ahead. In its youth, it was a much smaller star, growing ever brighter as it aged, pulling in the hydrogen it needed for its constant burning. As it has grown older, it has become more stable, more predictable, allowing life on Earth to flourish. And yet, this stability will not last forever. In a few billion years, it will enter its next phase, expanding into a red giant, swelling until it engulfs the inner planets, including Earth. But for now, it is calm, and we are safe, floating in its embrace. The sun has a heart of fire, but it is not alone in its journey. It is part of a larger family, a member of the Milky Way galaxy. This vast collection of stars, planets, and dust is a place where the sun is just one of many. And yet, it is the sun that gives life to our world, creating the delicate balance that sustains our existence. We are but a tiny part of this cosmic dance, and the sun leads us, like a conductor guiding an orchestra through the notes of time. It keeps the rhythm of life flowing, quietly, steadily. As the sun sets each evening, it leaves behind a soft glow in the sky, a reminder of the day that was. And while the sun may disappear from sight, it is never truly gone. It rests, waiting for the next day, knowing that when it rises again, it will bring with it the promise of new beginnings, new chances, and new mysteries to explore. For now, the warmth it leaves behind lingers in the air, in the quiet of the night, a gentle presence that calms and soothes and leads us toward sleep. And so, as you drift off, imagine the sun feel its warmth, its presence, knowing that it will always be there, a part of the vast and infinite universe, silently watching over you. As you sleep, let the soft glow of the sun fill your dreams, carrying with it the peace of the stars, the warmth of the earth, and the steady, ever-present light that guides us all. As the sun continues its silent journey across the sky, we remain under its watchful gaze. Its light fills the day, touching everything, turning the mundane into something magical. The way the shadows stretch and sway with each passing hour, the soft glow it casts upon the earth. These are the quiet moments we often miss, but in them lies a secret harmony. The sun's rays bring life to every corner of the world, filling it with warmth and light. It is as if the world, in its deep slumber, wakes to meet the sun's gentle kiss each morning. When you look at the sun, it is hard to imagine that it has lived through many lifetimes of stars before it. It formed billions of years ago from a swirling cloud of dust and gas, a process so slow and delicate that it can only be understood in the quietest corners of time. It began as a small speck of dust, coalescing into something much larger, its gravity pulling matter toward its center, slowly growing until it became the massive ball of light we see today. This transformation is still happening, though at a pace so slow it is nearly imperceptible to us. But in the quiet of the universe, stars are born, and they die, and they leave behind stories that are written in the language of light and gravity. The sun is far more than a source of light. It is a celestial clock, ticking away in the vast silence of space, its movements dictating the rhythms of our lives. The sun's journey through the sky marks the passing of time, from dawn to dusk, from one day to the next. It is the keeper of seasons, shaping the cycles of life, guiding plants to grow and animals to migrate. In every sunrise, there is the promise of new life, and with each sunset, there is the quiet assurance that tomorrow will come. It is in this steady passage of time that we find comfort, knowing that, like the sun, we too are part of a greater rhythm, a pattern that is as old as the stars themselves. Within the sun's heart, there is a constant dance of fusion. In its core, hydrogen atoms collide and merge, releasing energy that powers the sun's brilliance. This process, known as nuclear fusion, has been occurring for over 4 billion years. Each second, the sun converts millions of tons of hydrogen into helium, releasing energy in the form of light and heat. This energy travels from the sun's core, making its way to the surface, where it is then radiated out into space. The energy that reaches us is but a small fraction of the sun's total output, but it is enough to sustain life on Earth, to nourish plants and animals, and to keep the warmth of the world alive. The sun's energy is not just a force of nature, it is a force of life. Without it, there would be no green leaves, no blossoms on trees, no animals roaming the earth. The sun is the silent gardener, tending to the earth's life forms, making them grow, evolve, and flourish. It is in the rays of the sun that seeds sprout and reach for the sky, and it is in the sun's warmth that animals find comfort, sheltering from the cold. It is the delicate balance between the light and dark, the warmth and chill, that creates the environment in which life thrives. Each day, the sun spins this web of life, each ray a thread that connects us all. As we journey further into the heart of the sun, we discover that it is not a still, unchanging body, but a swirling, dynamic sphere of gas and plasma. The sun's surface is in constant motion as it churns and boils, creating sunspots and solar flares. These solar events send bursts of energy and particles into space, some of which reach Earth. When they do, they can create beautiful auroras, the northern and southern lights, which dance across the sky in waves of color. These lights are the sun's whispers, soft and mysterious, a reminder that it is always watching, always reaching out to us, even from far away. Despite the immense power of the sun, it is a gentle force. The solar wind, a stream of charged particles flowing from the sun, sweeps through the solar system, touching everything in its path. Yet, we are protected by the Earth's magnetic field, which shields us from the harshest effects of this wind. The magnetic field wraps the planet in a protective embrace, allowing life to continue without the constant threat of solar radiation. It is as if the Earth, like a mother, cradles its children in her arms, keeping them safe from the storms above. The sun is not alone in the sky. It is one of billions of stars, each burning its own path through the universe. And yet, it is our sun that gives us the gift of life. The stars in the night sky are like distant relatives, each one with its own story, its own journey. Some are much older than the sun, their light reaching us from billions of years ago. Others are younger, still in the process of forming, waiting to burn brightly in the sky. Each star is a reminder that the universe is full of stories, full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Though the sun is immense, it is not infinite. It has a lifespan, just like everything else in the universe. In about 5 billion years, it will run out of hydrogen to burn. When that time comes, the sun will begin to swell, becoming a red giant, and in the process, it will consume the inner planets, including Earth. But for now, the sun continues its steady course, shining brightly and steadily, a constant presence in our lives. It is both ancient and eternal, a source of life and light, and it will continue to shine long after we are gone. As the day draws to a close and the sun begins to set, its light fades, leaving behind the soft glow of twilight. This is the sun's quiet way of saying goodnight, a gentle promise that it will rise again. In the peaceful silence of the evening, we can feel the sun's warmth linger in the air, a soft reminder that we are never truly alone. The sun, though hidden behind the horizon, is still there, waiting to greet us once more when we awake. And as we close our eyes to sleep, we carry the sun's warmth within us, a small light in the heart of the night. As the stars slowly begin to shimmer in the quiet sky, their soft light seems to whisper secrets that only the night can understand. In the vast, inky expanse of the heavens, The sun is but one among billions, yet its light is what gives us life. It has been shining for over 4 billion years, an ancient pulse in the heart of the solar system. Despite its age, it remains steadfast, an eternal fixture, never wavering in its purpose. The sun is a companion, a silent witness to the passage of time, and it will continue to shine for billions of years to come, gently guiding the world through its slow and steady rhythm. In the quiet moments before sleep, when the mind drifts like a leaf on the surface of a pond, it is easy to forget the sun's true nature. We see it rising and setting day after day, but we rarely stop to wonder about the immense forces that keep it shining. Deep in its core, the sun is a furnace, constantly converting hydrogen into helium, a process so powerful that it releases more energy in 1 second than humanity has ever consumed in all of its existence. This energy, though invisible to the naked eye, shapes the very fabric of our world. It drives the winds, the tides, and the rhythms of life itself. Though the sun may seem like a constant, unwavering force, it is, in reality, a dynamic and ever-changing entity. Its surface is a vast ocean of swirling gases, constantly moving and shifting in a delicate dance. Sunspots, those dark patches on its surface, are areas of intense magnetic activity, where the sun's powerful magnetic field creates turmoil and chaos. These sunspots are not just random, fleeting blemishes. They are windows into the heart of the sun's complex nature. They remind us that even the most seemingly stable forces in the universe are subject to change, to motion, and to the ebb and flow of time. In its quiet way, the sun also gives us something beautiful, the auroras. These shimmering curtains of light that ripple across the night sky are a gift from the sun, sent to us in the form of solar wind. As the charged particles from the sun collide with the Earth's atmosphere, they create the ethereal glow of the auroras, a breathtaking display of colors that dance across the polar skies. They are a reminder that the sun, though distant, is always with us, reaching out in unexpected and wondrous ways. It is a connection between the earth and the heavens, a bridge of light that spans the vast distance between us. But the sun's energy is not always gentle. It has its fierce moments as well. Solar flares, those bursts of intense radiation, can send shockwaves through space, affecting everything in their path. These flares, though they don't harm us directly, can disrupt communication systems and even affect satellites orbiting the Earth. The sun, in its quiet majesty, holds within it a power that we can only begin to understand. It is both a giver of life and a force of immense power, a reminder that the universe is full of energy, both gentle and fierce, and that we are part of this grand cosmic dance. Yet, despite these moments of turbulence, the sun remains a constant, a light that never fails to rise, no matter the storms that may rage in the sky. It is a symbol of hope, of continuity, and of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. No matter what happens, the sun will always return, shining down on us with the same warmth and light it has always given. It is this unshakable certainty that provides us with comfort, even in the darkest of nights. As we sleep, the sun continues its journey across the sky, hidden from our sight, but never far away. It moves through the night, like a silent traveler, waiting to return once more. And when we awaken, the first rays of light will greet us, casting a golden glow on the world, and filling it with a sense of newness and possibility. The sun's promise is simple. Each day is a new beginning, a chance to start again, to explore, to dream. And so, as you drift deeper into sleep, allow yourself to feel the sun's presence, even in the quiet of the night. Let its warmth wrap around you, gentle and comforting, like a soft blanket. In your dreams, the sun will be there, casting its light on all that you see, guiding you through the quiet spaces of the mind. It is always with you, always watching over you, always waiting for the moment when the darkness fades and the dawn arrives once more. The night deepens, the stars glittering like tiny whispers in the vast dark, and in the quiet of the cosmos, the sun continues its journey through space. It is far from us now, hidden behind the curve of the earth, but we can feel its warmth even in the dark. Its energy, its light, is woven into the very fabric of our being, sustaining us even when we are unaware. We go about our lives, so focused on the details of the day, that we forget how deeply the sun is interwoven with every moment of our existence. It is the quiet pulse that keeps the world turning, the unseen hand that steadies the rhythm of our lives. Each morning when we wake, we step into a world that is bathed in light. But this light, so natural and ordinary to us, is a cosmic miracle. The sun, though millions of miles away, is what makes life possible on Earth. Without its constant embrace, nothing would grow, nothing would live, and the world would be a cold, barren place. It is a warmth that permeates the air, the soil, the water. The sun's energy brings life to the smallest seed and to the tallest tree, and it stirs the winds that carry the scent of flowers and the sound of waves. It is the breath of the earth itself, the energy that fuels the cycles of nature. And yet, the sun's light is far from simple. It is the result of an intricate and delicate process that has been unfolding for billions of years. Deep within the sun's core, hydrogen atoms are constantly fusing into helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy in the form of light and heat. This process, known as nuclear fusion, has been powering the sun for over 4 billion years, and it will continue to do so for many billions more. The sun is a furnace, a ball of fire that burns with such intensity that we can hardly fathom its true power. And yet, despite its fiery nature, it remains a steady and reliable force, a beacon of light in the infinite darkness of space. When we look at the sun, we see only a fraction of what it truly is. We see a bright, glowing sphere that shines so brightly it seems to fill the entire sky. But beyond the light, there is a deeper truth. The sun is a complex and dynamic force, a vast ocean of gas and plasma that churns and swirls in a constant state of motion. The sun's surface is alive, constantly shifting and changing, creating sunspots, solar flares, and coronal mass ejections, bursts of energy that send ripples through space. These solar events are a reminder that even the most constant and reliable forces in the universe are subject to change, to turbulence, and to the ebb and flow of time. Despite this, the sun remains a symbol of stability. It rises each day, unwavering, bringing light to a sleeping world, and it sets each evening, leaving behind the promise of tomorrow. It is a rhythm that has been in place for billions of years, a cycle that continues without interruption, marking the passage of time. The sun's constancy is a reassurance that no matter what happens, there is always something steady, something to hold on to. It is a reminder that life, too, is cyclical, that everything comes and goes in its own time, but the sun will always return, day after day. As we lie in the quiet of the night, the sun's influence continues, even though it is hidden from our sight. It has shaped the world we live in, from the smallest blade of grass to the largest mountain. Its light touches everything, imbuing the world with life, color, and warmth. And though we may not always see it, we are always under its influence. The sun is a constant presence, a quiet guide that moves through the sky, never faltering, never stopping. It is always there, waiting to greet us when we awake, bringing with it the promise of a new day, a new chance to begin again. And as we sleep, we rest beneath its protective glow, knowing that when we wake, the sun will be waiting for us. It will rise once more, lighting the world with its soft, golden light, and in its rays, we will find the strength to begin again. The sun is a silent guardian, a steady friend who will always be there, offering its warmth, its light, and its love. And so, we sleep, knowing that the sun is watching over us, gently, quietly, as it has for billions of years. In the quiet darkness, as the world rests beneath the cool touch of night, the sun continues its eternal dance. Though it is unseen, it is never truly absent. It is a silent traveler, moving through the vast expanse of the cosmos, making its way across the sky, ever patient, ever constant. Its journey is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is always light on the horizon, waiting to return. The sun's embrace is always there, even when we cannot see it. It is like a lullaby that hums softly in the background of our lives, a constant rhythm that never falters, never fades. The sun has been shining for over 4 billion years, and it will continue to shine for billions more. It is a testament to the power of the universe, a reminder that even the most immense forces can remain steady, even through the passage of eons. Each day, the sun rises in the east, a symbol of new beginnings, and as it sets in the west, it carries with it the promise of tomorrow. It is a cycle that has repeated itself countless times, shaping the very fabric of our existence. It is the heartbeat of the earth, the pulse that keeps everything moving, everything alive. The energy that the sun provides is not just a force of nature, it is a force of life itself. It nurtures the world, feeding the plants that grow in the soil, the trees that reach for the sky, and the animals that roam the earth. Without the sun, there would be no life on this planet. It is the sun that makes the earth habitable, that creates the delicate balance of warmth and cold, light and dark, that allows life to thrive. The sun's energy is the thread that ties everything together, from the tiniest insect to the tallest mountain, from the calmest seas to the fiercest storms. Every living thing, every movement, every breath is touched by the sun in some way. But the sun's influence is not just a force of creation, it is also a force of transformation. Over the course of billions of years, the sun has shaped the world we know, from the composition of the atmosphere to the patterns of the seasons. It has created the winds that sweep across the continents, the oceans that swirl with life, and the clouds that bring rain. The sun's energy drives the water cycle, the growth of plants, and the rhythms of the seasons. It is a quiet orchestrator, conducting the symphony of life with its soft, steady light. The world moves in harmony with the sun's rhythm, and in this rhythm, we find the pulse of life itself. Though the sun is a force of life, it is also a force of mystery. We can feel its warmth, We can see its light, but there is so much about it that remains hidden from our eyes. We know that it is a giant ball of gas, a fusion reactor that burns with an intensity we can hardly comprehend. But beyond this, there is so much more to the sun that we do not understand. We know that it is constantly shifting and changing, that its surface is alive with solar flares and sunspots. We know that it is part of a vast cosmic dance, moving through the galaxy, carrying us along on its journey through the stars. But beyond these facts, there is an intangible quality to the sun, a mystery that beckons us to look closer, to seek the answers that lie hidden in its light. As we drift further into sleep, it is easy to forget the vastness of the sun's power, the immensity of its light. We are so small, so fleeting in comparison, yet we are touched by the sun in ways we cannot fully comprehend. The sun is both a distant giant and an intimate companion, a force that shapes our world and yet is always there, quietly watching over us. It is a paradox, a mystery, a gift. And as we sleep, we rest beneath its gentle touch, knowing that when we wake, the sun will once again be there, casting its warm light upon the world, guiding us through another day. The sun does not judge, does not demand. It simply shines, unchanging, a steady presence in the vast darkness. It is a reminder that, despite the uncertainties and chaos of the world, there is always something constant, something reliable to hold on to. The sun's warmth is the same for everyone, whether they are rich or poor, young or old. Its light does not discriminate. It simply gives, freely, generously, without expectation. And in this simple act of giving, the sun teaches us something profound, that the most powerful forces in the universe are often the most quiet, the most constant, the most generous. As the night deepens and the world drifts into a peaceful slumber, the sun continues its slow journey across the heavens. It is always there, always waiting for the moment when the darkness will fade and the light will return. In the silence of the night, the sun's promise remains unbroken. Tomorrow, it will rise again, bringing with it the warmth, the light, and the quiet assurance that life will continue, that we are never alone, and that the rhythms of the world will always carry us forward. In the stillness of the night, when the world is wrapped in the soft embrace of sleep, the sun quietly journeys across the vast stretches of space, unseen but never absent. Though we may not feel it at this moment, the sun is already preparing to rise again, to stretch its golden arms across the sky and paint the world with light. This eternal cycle, a dance of light and shadow, is what gives our lives their rhythm, their flow. The sun's journey is a steady, unbroken line, a constant force that guides everything, from the smallest grain of sand to the tallest mountain. And as it rises, so too does the promise of a new day, a fresh beginning, waiting to be written. Each morning, as the first rays of light touch the earth, it is as though the world itself wakes from a deep slumber, stretching and unfolding in response to the warmth. The air, still cool from the night, slowly begins to warm, and the shadows that have held the earth in their quiet grasp melt away. The sun's light spills over everything, spilling into the corners of the world that had been hidden in the dark. The plants stretch toward the light, reaching up as if to embrace the very source of their existence. And the animals begin to stir, feeling the gentle call of the sun's warmth. The earth comes alive with the touch of the sun, its energy, its life force. Yet, in this simple act of rising and setting, the sun holds within it an even deeper mystery. Though its warmth and light are so vital to us, the sun is far from ordinary. It is a powerful, ever-changing force, constantly in motion, constantly shaping and shifting the world around it. At the center of this powerful force is a core of energy that burns with a heat we cannot even begin to imagine. It is within this core that the sun performs the magic of life, where hydrogen atoms collide and fuse to create helium, releasing energy that powers the sun's light and warmth. This process, known as nuclear fusion, has been happening for billions of years, and it will continue for billions more. The sun is a furnace, an eternal fire that burns bright and steady, a source of life and energy for all that exists. But even as it shines with an intensity that could destroy anything in its path, the sun is gentle. Its light reaches us across vast stretches of space, a beam of warmth and life, soothing in its consistency. And as it bathes the earth in its glow, it creates a delicate balance that is as fragile as it is powerful. The seasons, the rhythms of nature, all depend on the sun's steady hand. It shapes the tides, stirs the winds, and controls the cycles of growth and decay. Everything on Earth is touched by the sun, from the smallest blade of grass to the tallest tree. Even the soil, the very foundation upon which life stands, is nourished by the sun's energy. It is the giver of life, the silent force that sustains everything, unseen yet always present. The sun's energy is not only life-giving but transformative. It has shaped the world for billions of years, changing the face of the earth, carving valleys, building mountains, and shaping the oceans. It has created the winds that blow through the trees, the rain that falls gently on the earth, and the clouds that drift across the sky. Without the sun, the earth would be a cold, barren world, incapable of supporting life. But because of the sun, everything is possible. Every plant, every animal, every living thing owes its existence to the gentle, steady hand of the sun. As we rest beneath the night sky, the sun continues its journey, moving through the cosmos with a purpose we can only begin to understand. It is part of something far larger than ourselves, a tiny speck in the grand dance of the universe. Yet, even as it is part of this vast cosmos, it is still the center of our world. It is the center of our lives, the one constant that we can count on, always there, always shining. It is the anchor in the ever-changing tide of the universe, the lighthouse in the darkness, guiding us forward. When the sun sets each evening, it leaves behind a soft, lingering glow, a promise that it will return. As it sinks below the horizon, the night comes gently, with the coolness of the air and the quiet of the world. But even as the sun disappears from view, it is never truly gone. It rests, hidden from our sight, waiting for the moment when it will rise once more. And when it does, it brings with it the promise of a new day, a new chance, a new beginning. And so, as the world sleeps, we rest beneath the quiet gaze of the sun, knowing that it is always there, always waiting, always ready to return. In the silence of the night, as we close our eyes, the sun is with us, a gentle presence in the darkness. Its warmth lingers in the air, its light shines in our dreams, and its promise of a new dawn fills us with peace. Tomorrow will come, just as the sun will rise, and with it, a new chance to begin again, to live, to dream, to grow. As the night deepens, a quiet peace settles over the world. The stars above twinkle softly, casting their pale light on the earth below. In the vast silence of the cosmos, the sun's journey continues, unseen but never absent. It is always there, moving through space, pulling the planets along with it in its steady, unchanging rhythm. Though it may be hidden from our view, the sun's light still travels, lighting the way, guiding the dance of life. And when the morning comes, it will rise again, bringing its warmth and light to a waiting world. The sun's journey is not just about light and warmth, though. It is also a journey through time, a journey that has been unfolding for billions of years. The sun was born from the dust and gas of a swirling nebula, a cloud of particles that collapsed under its own gravity, forming the fiery ball of energy that we know today. This process, which took millions of years, is the same process that creates every star in the universe. And just like all stars, the sun has a finite life. It is not eternal. It is middle-aged, a star that has burned brightly for over 6 billion years, and will continue to do so for another 5 billion years before it begins its final transformation into a red giant. Though it may seem like a constant in our lives, the sun is always changing. It is not a still, unmovable object, but a living, breathing force, constantly shifting and moving. Its surface is alive, constantly bubbling and churning in a dance of energy and plasma. Sunspots appear and disappear, solar flares erupt in bursts of light and heat, and coronal mass ejections send waves of energy rippling through space. These events are the sun's way of releasing its energy, of letting out the tension that builds up deep within its core. And while these events are awe-inspiring, they are also a reminder of the immense power that the sun holds. It is a force of nature, a force that shapes our world in ways we can barely comprehend. Yet, even with all this power, the sun remains a gentle force in our lives. It touches us with its warmth, but it does not burn us. It lights our days, but it does not blind us. It is a source of life, but it does not demand anything in return. The sun's energy flows to us freely, without expectation, without hesitation. It is a gift given to us day after day, without question. And in this quiet act of giving, the sun teaches us something important, that true strength does not need to be loud or forceful. It is in the quiet, steady presence that we find the greatest power. As we sleep, the sun continues its journey, moving through the vast reaches of space, carrying with it the promise of a new day. It moves through the universe with a purpose that we can only begin to understand. The sun is part of a greater cosmic dance, a part of something much larger than ourselves. Yet, even in this vastness, the sun remains the center of our world. It is the constant in our lives, the light that guides us, the warmth that sustains us. And no matter how far it moves, how far it travels, it will always return to us. The sun's light does not just illuminate the earth, it illuminates our hearts, our souls. It is the energy that powers our dreams, the light that guides us through the darkness of the night. It is in the quiet glow of the sun that we find hope, that we find peace. Even in the darkest moments, we know that the sun will rise again, bringing with it a new beginning, a new chance to start over. The sun is the promise of tomorrow, the promise of life, of growth, of possibility. As the night continues to unfold and the world drifts deeper into sleep, the sun's light continues its journey across the sky. It is always there, always watching, always waiting. And as we sleep, we rest beneath its protection, knowing that when we wake, the sun will be waiting for us, as it always has, with its warm embrace, its gentle light. The sun is a constant in our lives, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a new day ahead, always a chance to begin again. And so, as you lie here, drifting off into peaceful slumber, feel the sun's warmth, feel its steady presence surrounding you. Let its light fill your dreams, guiding you through the quiet night, as it always does. Tomorrow will come, and with it, the sun will rise once more, bringing with it the promise of a new day, a new beginning. And in the warmth of that light, you will find peace, you will find comfort, and you will find the strength to face whatever comes your way. The night swells with silence, the gentle rhythm of the world barely perceptible beneath the vast sky. The stars seem to breathe in unison, and in their distant, flickering light, there is a sense of peacefulness, as if the universe itself is resting, preparing for the sun's inevitable return. We are cradled beneath this cosmic canopy, knowing that beyond the quiet darkness, the sun is there, waiting, preparing to share its light with us once again. Its steady pulse beats through the fabric of time, a quiet promise that no matter how long the night, the dawn will always come. The sun, though distant, shapes everything that surrounds us. Its presence is felt in every corner of the earth, from the warmth of the morning sun on the skin to the tender glow of the setting light that lingers in the evening sky. The sun's influence reaches beyond the earth's surface, touching everything from the air we breathe to the waters that flow through our lands. It is the giver of life, the silent force that stirs the winds, warms the seas, and encourages every living thing to grow and thrive. It is the heart of our world, and without it, nothing would be possible. The sun's energy, though powerful, moves through the cosmos with a grace that is beyond our understanding. It is not a force that demands attention, but one that flows effortlessly, quietly shaping the world around it. The way the sun's rays filter through the clouds, casting soft shadows and illuminating the land in golden hues, seems like a moment of magic, a delicate touch that changes everything. Its light reveals the beauty of the world in the simplest ways, the sparkle of dew on a leaf, the soft glow of twilight, the colors that dance across the sky at dusk. These small moments, though often overlooked, are a testament to the sun's gentle, constant presence in our lives. We may not always understand the full extent of the sun's power, but it is felt in everything. From the tiny seed that sprouts in the soil to the towering trees that reach toward the sky, the sun's warmth is the force that drives the growth of life. It is in the blooming of flowers, in the flight of birds, and in the sound of the wind rustling through the trees. Every living thing on Earth is connected by the sun's energy, from the smallest insect to the grandest of mountains. In this way, the sun is the thread that binds everything together, the force that unites the world in a delicate balance. As the sun's rays reach us, they travel across space, cutting through the emptiness to arrive at our doorstep. This journey is not instantaneous. It takes time, as the light of the sun travels a vast distance of over 93 million miles to reach us. Yet, when the sun's light touches the earth, it feels immediate, as if it has always been here. It is a reminder that, even though the sun is far away, it is always with us, always there, always waiting to share its light. There is something profoundly comforting about the sun's constancy. It rises every day, without fail, and sets every night, returning each morning to begin again. No matter what happens, the sun is always there, keeping time, guiding the world through its endless cycle. It reminds us that even in the midst of uncertainty, there are things we can rely on. The sun is one of those things, a steady, unwavering force that gives us something to hold on to in a world that often feels unpredictable. The sun's influence is not limited to just the Earth. It is part of the greater cosmic dance that includes all the stars, planets, and galaxies. The sun is one of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy, a small but important part of the vast universe. And yet, it is the center of our world, the source of our life, the anchor that keeps us grounded. Just as the sun's gravity holds the planets in orbit, it is the sun that keeps us connected to the greater cosmos, reminding us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. As we rest in the peaceful embrace of night, the sun's journey continues, silently, unfaltering. Even though we cannot see it, we know it is there, moving across the sky, carrying with it the promise of a new day. The sun's journey is a reminder that every day is an opportunity to start anew, to embrace the warmth of life, to grow and evolve. In its light, we find inspiration, and in its setting, we find peace. The sun teaches us that, no matter what happens, the cycle of life continues, and there is always a chance for renewal. When the morning comes, as it always does, the sun will rise once more, bringing with it the gift of a new day. It will light the way, casting its golden rays across the world, and we will be there to greet it, ready to embrace all that the day has to offer. The sun will rise, just as it always has, and in its light, we will find the strength to begin again, to face the challenges of the day, and to carry forward the quiet promise that everything, in time, will find its place. As the world sleeps, beneath the blanket of the endless sky, the sun continues its silent journey. It moves, always forward, through the boundless stretch of the universe, carrying with it the gift of life, the pulse of energy that keeps everything in motion. We are unaware of its path, yet it touches everything, shaping the world we know. The sun is a constant, a force of nature that has existed for as long as we can remember, yet it remains a mystery in many ways. We know it provides light, heat, and energy, but there is a depth to its power that we can barely fathom. The sun's rays are not just a source of light. They are the threads that weave the fabric of life. With each sunrise, the sun breathes life into the world, coaxing the plants to grow, the animals to awaken, and the air to stir. The world, once still in the cool of the night, begins to pulse with the energy of the day, fueled by the sun's warmth. It is in this warmth that life thrives, from the smallest plant pushing its way through the earth to the creatures that move and breathe, all of us connected by the same source of light. Though the sun is ever present, its power is gentle. It does not demand, but offers freely, without question. Its light falls softly upon the earth, casting long shadows in the morning and evening, and bathing the world in golden hues at the height of the day. The sun's warmth is a quiet comfort, soothing and steady, a constant presence that never fades. It is this gentle energy that sustains us, that allows us to live, to grow, and to find our way through each day. The sun, in its infinite wisdom, gives us just what we need, no more, no less, creating a balance that has endured for eons. But the sun's influence does not stop with the Earth. It reaches out to the entire solar system, its energy flowing outward to the planets, the moons, and the distant reaches of space. The planets are all caught in its gravitational embrace, orbiting around the sun in a delicate dance that has been unfolding for billions of years. It is this gravitational pull that keeps the planets in their orbits, that shapes the tides, and that keeps the Earth in its place, at just the right distance to receive the life-giving light of the sun. In the vast expanse of space, the sun is not alone. It is part of a greater cosmic system, a star among billions, each one playing its own part in the grand ballet of the universe. Some stars are much larger, burning hotter and brighter, while others are smaller and dimmer, their light barely a flicker in the dark. Yet, despite its size, the sun is perfectly suited to the Earth, providing just the right amount of warmth and light for life to flourish. It is a reminder that in the vastness of the universe, there is a place for everything, and everything has its role to play. As the sun continues its steady path across the sky, it holds within it the potential for transformation. Every moment that passes is a moment of change, a moment of growth, a moment of possibility. The sun is not a static force, but a living, breathing entity, constantly evolving and adapting. It has transformed over the course of billions of years, from a young, hot star to the stable, life-giving force it is today. And though its current state may last for billions more years, the sun will one day evolve once again, growing into a red giant, expanding and consuming the inner planets, before eventually fading into a white dwarf. But for now, it remains steady, a beacon of warmth and life, a constant presence in our lives. Each day, we are given the opportunity to embrace the sun's light, to bask in its warmth, and to take part in the cycle of life that it sustains. The sun is a reminder that, no matter what happens, there is always the possibility of renewal. Each sunrise is a fresh start, a chance to begin again, to try something new, to explore, to dream. The sun's light offers us hope, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is always the promise of a new day, a new beginning. As the night stretches on and the world drifts deeper into rest, the sun continues its quiet journey through the cosmos. We cannot see it, but we know it is there, moving through the stars, bringing with it the promise of tomorrow. And in that promise, we find peace. For the sun will always rise again, bringing with it the light, the warmth, and the energy to sustain us. It is a constant, unwavering presence in our lives, always there, always waiting to share its gift of light. In the quiet of the night, we rest knowing that the sun will always be with us, that it will return, that the cycles of life will continue, and that tomorrow will come with a new day, a new beginning. With each passing moment, the sun's light is a gentle presence in the world, a soft glow that fills our hearts with hope and peace. And in that light, we find the strength to face whatever comes, knowing that we are never truly alone. As the world sleeps, wrapped in the quiet embrace of the night, the sun remains a steady, unbroken presence in the universe. Though hidden from our sight, it continues its journey through the cosmos, silently, effortlessly, pulling the planets in its wake, keeping the universe in its delicate balance. In the vastness of space, where time stretches endlessly, the sun's rhythm is constant, unwavering. It has always been this way, a pulse of light and warmth that sustains all life, a force that moves through the ages, carrying with it the promise of renewal and growth. Each time the sun rises, it brings with it the possibility of a new beginning, a new chance to live, to create, to grow. Its light fills the world with warmth, and in that warmth, life flourishes. The smallest seed feels the touch of the sun's rays, pushing its way toward the sky. The trees stretch their branches, reaching for the light. Animals stir in the cool morning air, feeling the sun's call, awakening to the new day. The sun is not just a light in the sky. It is the life force that animates the world. It is the energy that powers the cycles of nature, the pulse that sustains all living things. Every creature, every plant, every breath of air is touched by the sun's warmth, by its light, by its life-giving energy. But the sun's energy is not just physical. It is something more, something deeper. It is a reminder that life is not only about survival, but also about growth, change, and transformation. The sun has the power to change everything it touches, to breathe life into what was once still, to spark the growth of new life. It is the force that guides the seasons, that causes the flowers to bloom in spring, the fruits to ripen in summer, and the leaves to fall in autumn. It is a constant, gentle reminder that life is always in motion, always changing, always evolving. With every cycle, the sun teaches us that there is beauty in transformation, that growth comes with time, and that even in the darkest of winters, there is always the promise of a new season. As the sun rises each day, it carries with it the warmth of countless lifetimes, the energy of millions of years of fusion, of light and heat being created in the sun's core. This energy travels across space, reaching the earth, nourishing the plants, the animals, and us. It is a gift that has been given to us freely, without hesitation, without demand. The sun does not ask for anything in return, it simply gives. It is a reminder that sometimes the greatest gifts are those that come without expectation, that the purest form of love is one that asks for nothing in return, that the most powerful forces in the universe are often the most quiet, the most constant, the most generous. Even though the sun's power is immense, it is gentle. Its warmth, though capable of sustaining life, is never overwhelming. Its light, though able to pierce through the darkest night, is soft and inviting. It is a reminder that true strength is not found in force, but in the quiet, steady presence that never wavers. The sun's energy flows to us with grace, moving through the air, the soil, the water, reaching every corner of the earth, touching everything, creating life in its wake. It is a force that does not demand, but offers generously and freely, allowing life to unfold in its own time, in its own way. And just as the sun gives without asking, so too do we find comfort in its constancy. It rises each day, never failing, never faltering, bringing with it the promise of a new day, a new beginning. It is a reminder that no matter what challenges we face, no matter how dark the night may seem, there is always light on the horizon. The sun will always return, bringing with it the hope of a fresh start, of new possibilities, of new growth. It is a gentle presence, guiding us forward, teaching us that even in the hardest of times, there is always the promise of something better, something brighter, something new. As the night stretches on, and the world remains wrapped in the soft embrace of slumber, the sun continues its journey through the sky. It is not far away, though we cannot see it. Its warmth lingers in the air, and its light continues to travel, waiting for the moment when it will once again reach us, when it will once again touch the earth. And when that moment comes, we will be ready to greet it, to welcome its light, to embrace the new day it brings. For the sun's journey is not just a cycle of day and night. It is a reminder that life is always moving, always evolving, always growing. Tomorrow, the sun will rise again. It will bring with it the warmth, the light, the energy to start anew. And in that light, we will find the strength to face whatever comes, knowing that, just like the sun, we too are part of something much greater than ourselves. We are part of the rhythm of life, part of the eternal cycle that continues, unbroken, unyielding, forever moving forward. And in that movement, we find peace, we find hope, we find the quiet certainty that life will continue, and we will continue with it. As the world rests beneath the quiet sky, the sun's presence continues, a steady rhythm that guides the cosmos in its eternal motion. Though it is hidden from our view, we are never truly apart from it. The sun's influence flows through everything, its warmth in the air, its light in the world. In the darkest hours, when we are most still, we are still connected to the sun, whose energy flows through us in ways we can't always see, but always feel. It is the thread that binds all things together, the invisible force that shapes the course of life itself. Every sunrise carries with it the same promise, that no matter how dark the night, the light will always return. It is this simple, powerful truth that we can rely on, time and time again. The sun's rise is a constant, an assurance that life, in its most fundamental form, continues. There is comfort in the consistency of the sun, in the knowledge that it will always be there, waiting for the world to turn and greet it again. Its steady, unbroken pulse through the sky reminds us that there is always a new day, a new chance to begin again, to start anew. The sun is not just a giver of light, but a creator of possibility. Every morning, as its rays touch the earth, the world is bathed in potential. It is as if the sun opens the door to a new day, offering us the chance to grow, to evolve, to become something more than we were the day before. Its light illuminates the path before us, guiding us with gentle hands, never harsh, never forceful. The sun teaches us that even the smallest step, taken with purpose, can lead to great change. It shows us that growth comes from within, and that the seeds of transformation are always there, waiting to sprout, waiting to take root. Yet, despite all of its power, the sun remains humble. It does not demand praise, does not seek recognition. Its light simply shines, illuminating the world without expectation, without need for acknowledgement. It is a reminder that the most powerful forces in the universe do not need to be loud or boastful, they simply are. The sun's quiet generosity is a lesson in humility, showing us that true strength comes from within, from the ability to give freely, without need for anything in return. The sun's warmth is its gift, and we, in turn, are invited to receive it, to bask in its energy, to let it fill us with the same quiet grace that it offers the world. As the sun moves through the sky, it brings change, but it is never rushed. The passing of time is measured in the soft shift of light, in the gentle transition from dawn to midday, from midday to evening. The sun reminds us that change is not something to fear, but something to embrace. Life moves in cycles, each day a new chapter, each season a new page in the story of the earth. And as we journey through these cycles, the sun is there, a constant, guiding light that shows us the beauty in every moment, the potential in every change. There is something incredibly peaceful in the knowledge that, despite everything we cannot control, there are some things in life that remain constant. The sun rises every morning. It sets every evening. And no matter how much the world around us shifts, no matter how many challenges we face, the sun will always return, bringing with it the chance for a new beginning. It is in this constancy that we find peace, a reminder that we are part of a much larger, unchanging cycle, and that no matter what happens, we are always moving towards something greater, something new, something full of possibility. As the sun's light fades with the setting of the day, we are reminded that every ending is merely a prelude to a new beginning. The night will come, and with it, the stillness of rest. But even as the world falls into slumber, the sun is already preparing to rise again, ready to bring with it another day, another chance. And in this cycle, we find comfort, knowing that we are never truly alone. The sun will always be there, quietly waiting, silently guiding us forward, always present, always constant. In the stillness of sleep, we are cradled by the sun's promise. Its warmth still lingers in our dreams. Its light still flickers in our hearts. We rest, knowing that tomorrow the sun will rise again. It will bring with it the light of a new day, the possibility of new growth, new beginnings. And when we awake, we will greet it, ready to step into the world once more, knowing that, no matter what challenges we face, the sun will always be there, steady and unyielding, a constant source of warmth and light in our lives. As the world drifts further into the quiet night, there is an underlying hum in the air, a pulse that seems to echo from the deepest reaches of space, carried to us by the warmth of the sun. Even though it is hidden behind the curve of the earth, its presence is felt in everything around us. In the soft breeze that whispers through the trees, in the stillness of the night that carries with it the promise of morning, the sun is always there, a constant force in the rhythm of life. It is the heart of the world, beating steadily, unfaltering, day after day, guiding us through time. The sun has always been here, and it will always be. It is an eternal witness to the unfolding of life, a silent observer of every moment, every change, every transformation. Its journey through the sky is a reminder that we, too, are part of something larger, something grander than ourselves. We are part of the same cycle, the same flow, the same dance of life that has been unfolding for billions of years. And just as the sun moves through space, so do we move through time, our lives intricately woven into the fabric of existence, guided by the same light that has guided everything before us. Each day, the sun rises, bringing with it the opportunity for new growth, new discovery. It lights the world, casting its glow on all things, revealing the beauty that lies in even the most ordinary moments. It teaches us that every day is a new chance, a fresh beginning, a time to start anew. Its light is a reminder that, no matter how dark the night may seem, there is always light waiting to break through. No matter how many times the sun sets, it will always rise again, bringing with it the promise of renewal, of hope, of possibility. In its warmth, we find comfort. In its light, we find guidance. The sun is not just a source of energy, but a source of wisdom. It shows us that life moves in cycles, that everything has its time, and that every ending is merely a prelude to a new beginning. It reminds us that there is beauty in every moment, in every season, in every change. The sun does not rush. It moves with grace, with patience, allowing each moment to unfold naturally in its own time. It is a gentle teacher, guiding us through the days, helping us to grow, to evolve, to become more of who we are meant to be. As we lie beneath the quiet sky, we are at peace, knowing that the sun will always rise again. It will bring with it the warmth, the light, the energy to begin anew. It will cast its glow upon the world, illuminating the path ahead, showing us the way forward. The sun's promise is simple: tomorrow will come, and in that promise, we find peace. For no matter what happens, no matter the challenges we face, the sun will always return, and with it, the hope of a new day, a new chance. And as you rest in the peaceful quiet of the night, let the sun's warmth surround you, even in the stillness of sleep. Feel its light, its gentle energy, flowing through you, filling you with peace, with strength, with the quiet assurance that tomorrow will come. The sun will rise again, and with it, a new day, a new opportunity to live, to grow, to dream. The night stretches out, calm and still, as the world sleeps beneath the vast, inky sky. The stars twinkle softly, far away in the quiet of space. Yet, in this quiet expanse, there is a constant, one that never falters. The sun, unseen but always present, continues its journey through the great vastness of the universe. Its light, though hidden from our eyes, still touches us, moving through space with a gentle grace. And as we sleep, its influence remains, like a soft lullaby that echoes in the deep of the cosmos. It is a silent reminder that we are always a part of something much larger than ourselves. As we drift into sleep, the sun continues its steady journey, bringing warmth and light to the world it touches. Its pulse, unbroken, is the heartbeat of the universe, a force that moves through space with purpose, with rhythm, with grace. It is a reminder that no matter where we go, no matter what we face, we are always moving in sync with the cycles of life. The sun will rise again, just as it always has, bringing with it the promise of a new day, a fresh start, a new beginning. There is something profoundly peaceful in the sun's constancy. Each morning, it rises, breaking the silence of the night and filling the world with light. It is a gift, a quiet offering that touches everything it meets, from the smallest blade of grass to the highest mountain peak. The sun's light does not discriminate. It touches everything with the same soft warmth. It is a reminder that life, too, is a gift, one that we often take for granted. But in the stillness of the night, as the world sleeps, the sun teaches us to pause, to be still, and to appreciate the beauty in each moment. The sun has been a part of our world for billions of years, and it will continue to be long after we are gone. It is a force that has shaped the earth, that has shaped life itself. From the moment it began to shine, it has been a constant presence, providing light, warmth, and energy. It has nurtured the earth, creating the conditions for life to flourish, for plants to grow, for animals to thrive. And even as the world changes, as we change, the sun remains a steady, unyielding force, reminding us that life is a journey, and no matter where it takes us, we are always connected to the same source of light. When we look at the sun, it can be easy to forget how deeply it is connected to every living thing. We see it rise in the morning, shining brightly, and we feel its warmth. But do we ever stop to think about the intricate web of energy it creates? The sun is the thread that weaves together the fabric of life, the force that gives us the energy we need to survive, to grow, to evolve. It is the reason we can breathe, the reason we can live, the reason we exist. Its light is the very essence of life itself, and in its warmth, we are reminded that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. And yet, the sun does not ask for anything in return. It does not seek recognition or praise. It simply shines, offering its warmth, its light, and its energy to the world without expectation. It teaches us that the most profound acts of kindness and love are often the quietest, the most unassuming. It reminds us that we do not have to be loud or forceful to make an impact. Sometimes, the simplest acts of giving, the smallest gestures, are the ones that have the most power. The sun gives freely, without expectation, and in this selflessness, we find a model for how we can live our lives, how we can offer our warmth and light to others without asking for anything in return. As we sleep, we can imagine the sun rising, its first light spreading across the world, bathing everything in a soft, golden glow. In this moment, everything feels possible. The world seems to wake up, to stretch and unfold in response to the sun's warmth. The plants begin to reach for the light, the animals stir from their slumber, and the earth itself seems to breathe. It is as though the world itself is renewed with each sunrise, each new day bringing with it a fresh start, a clean slate. The sun teaches us that every day is a new opportunity to begin again, to grow, to change, to evolve. There is a quiet beauty in this process. The sun does not rush. It rises steadily, without fanfare, without haste. It simply shines, and in its light, the world awakens. The sun's energy moves through the world in gentle waves, caressing everything it touches. There is no force, no pressure, just a quiet, unhurried flow of light that nurtures everything it meets. The sun's gift is not in its power, but in its gentleness. It does not demand attention. It does not seek to control. It simply gives, and in giving, it creates life, it creates beauty, it creates possibility. In the quiet of the night, as we rest beneath the stars, we are reminded that we, too, are part of the sun's gift. We are part of this world, this cycle of life that stretches back billions of years. And though we may not always feel it, we are always connected to the sun, always bathed in its light, always moving in rhythm with its pulse. The sun is the heartbeat of the universe, and we, too, are part of that rhythm. We are part of the great, infinite dance of life, and every sunrise is a reminder that we are never alone, never truly lost. We are always moving forward, always moving toward the light. Tomorrow, the sun will rise once more. It will bring with it the warmth, the light, the energy to begin again. It will cast its golden glow across the world, and in its light, we will find the strength to face whatever comes our way. And when the night falls again, we will rest beneath its promise, knowing that the sun will always return. It is a constant, a steady presence that we can rely on, a reminder that no matter what happens, life will continue, and with it, the possibility of new beginnings. As you drift into sleep, let the sun's light fill your heart, knowing that it is always there, always waiting to rise again. Let its warmth surround you. Let its energy guide you. And know that tomorrow, like every day before it, will be a new opportunity to grow, to change, to live. As the world rests, still and calm, beneath the blanket of the night sky, there is a quiet assurance in knowing that the sun is there, even when we cannot see it. It is ever present, moving through the vast expanse of space, a constant and enduring force that shapes everything it touches. Its light, its warmth, are woven into the very fabric of life. And though we may not always be conscious of it, we are forever connected to it. Each day, the sun rises and sets, creating the rhythm of life, and in that rhythm, we find our own beat. We are part of something larger, something timeless. The sun is not just a distant star, a glowing ball of light and heat. It is the heart of our world. It is what gives us life. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food that nourishes us, all of it is touched by the sun. Without it, nothing would exist. And yet, it is easy to forget how much we rely on it, how deeply it shapes everything around us. The sun does not demand our attention, does not ask for our praise. It simply shines, offering its energy, its warmth, its light. It is a quiet, constant giver, offering life without expecting anything in return. As we sleep, the sun's influence continues, even though it is hidden behind the earth. It is in the very air we breathe, in the cycle of the seasons, in the movements of the oceans, in the growth of plants and animals. Every living thing on this planet is connected to the sun, to its energy, to its light. It is the force that moves the world, that keeps everything in motion. The sun is the thread that weaves together the tapestry of life, touching everything it meets, creating harmony and balance in ways we may not always see, but always feel. In the quiet of the night, as the world falls into slumber, we are cradled by the knowledge that the sun will rise again. No matter what happens, no matter what the day brings, the sun will always return. It is the great constant, the pulse of life that moves through everything. It is the beginning and the end, the promise of renewal, of hope, of new beginnings. With each sunrise, we are given another chance, another opportunity to start fresh, to grow, to evolve. The sun reminds us that each day is a gift, that there is always something new to discover, something new to learn, something new to create. Even as the sun sets each evening, it does so with grace, with the promise that it will rise again. It never falters, never wavers. The rhythm of the day, from dawn to dusk, is steady, constant, like the beating of a heart. And in that steadiness, we find peace. The sun's unbroken journey through the sky, its unwavering light, reminds us that there is a beauty in constancy. We are a part of that beauty, a part of the great cycle of life. The sun teaches us to embrace change, to welcome each new day with open arms, knowing that each sunrise brings with it the possibility of something new. The sun does not rush. It rises slowly, steadily, casting its golden rays over the world, bathing everything in light. It doesn't force its way into the sky. It simply rises in its own time. It is a gentle, patient force, teaching us that we, too, must learn to move with the rhythms of life. We are often in such a rush, constantly striving, constantly pushing ourselves forward. But the sun shows us that true power lies in patience, in quiet strength, in the gentle unfolding of time. The sun's steady rise is a reminder that life is not a race. It is a journey, one that takes time, one that requires us to be patient, to trust the process. As the night deepens, the world sleeps beneath the protective glow of the sun's promise. It is always there, even when we cannot see it. It is the constant, the eternal, the force that guides us through life. And though we may feel lost at times, though we may feel as though we are drifting in the darkness, the sun is always there, waiting to light the way. It is a quiet companion, a gentle guide, leading us through the shadows, showing us the beauty in the darkness, reminding us that every night is followed by a day. Every challenge is followed by a new opportunity. Every ending is followed by a new beginning. When we wake in the morning, the sun will be there, ready to greet us with its warm embrace. It will rise slowly, casting its light over the world, and in that light, we will find our way. The sun is the source of all life, the energy that powers our world, and it will never stop shining. Its light will continue to fill the world, guiding us, nurturing us, reminding us of our connection to everything around us. It is the heartbeat of the earth, the pulse of the universe, and we are part of that rhythm, part of that eternal cycle. And so, as the night stretches on, let the sun's warmth fill your heart, knowing that it will rise again. It will bring with it a new day, a new chance to live, to grow, to be. And as you sleep, rest in the peaceful knowledge that the sun is always with you, that its light is always there, quietly guiding you forward. In the quiet stillness of the night, feel the sun's presence, and know that tomorrow will be another day, another opportunity to begin again, to step forward into the light.